Hello, everyone. Welcome to What Ya Toku-ing About, a podcast that's very popular with the girls, and it's the first podcast ever where we will forgive you instantly if you're nice to your girlfriend for 3 seconds. You can blow up so many buildings, destroy so many people's lives, be a menace upon society, but if you are nice to your girlfriend for 10 minutes, homie, you're back in my good graces.
Look, he was a victim.
He was
a victim.
Listen, there's a lot of victims out there. You know what? And he's good in my book. You know what? My monogamous ass is like, yo, you shouts out, you got this, man. You can do whatever you want. I'm your host, Russ Walsh. With me, as always, is my co-hosts, Hunter and Stix. Thank you for being on the podcast.
Sup?
Thank you for having us. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just glad to know that if I fuck up and do something really bad, but I go, if it's my girl, I'll do anything. You would instantly be like, he's got it. He's okay in my book. Listen, I'm not saying I'm immune to this. I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm immune to it. It's the power of storytelling. It was just very funny.
Look,
if I see you walking around by yourself in the middle of a blizzard, I know you're sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
That speaks volumes to me.
Listen, especially when you're wearing like cut off sleeves. Listen, it doesn't matter if you start a terrorist cult of
evil
kung fu zombies. If you treat your girl right, I'm your friend. Okay.
Look, it was about.
Yeah.
You know
so
we'll get to it later. We'll get to it later.
I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I really liked it.
They don't have enough time to pull a Vegeta. Okay.
Anyway, this is What You Toku-ing About. Last episode, we actually got some subscribers, which I was pretty happy about because I was like, oh my gosh, the algorithm is not happy at us for not uploading consistently. You know how the algorithm gets mad at you arbitrarily. Hunter, you know better than anyone else here.
Hunter should know, yeah.
Yes.
It's funny because it's like if I took a break from my actual, I took a month off from my job, YouTube got more mad at me than my actual job
did, yeah.
So,
Well, you know what that says to me? The people love Ken.
People do love Ken.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted more and more. They love swords, I guess.
I have no strong opinions.
But so we're still growing. We're getting bigger and better every day, and it helps us if you leave a like on this YouTube video, or if you leave a comment, or if you leave a review on iTunes or Spotify. If you're on there, if you're one of the 4 people over there. All of our viewers and listeners and everybody are basically on YouTube at this point, but there's this part of my brain that's like, we gotta have it out there for the people.
Hey, I'm listening on Apple Live Podcasts. That's how I'm listening to it.
Yeah, thank you, Stix. You're keeping the dream alive. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's just like hyper millennial coded or ladder millennial. I don't know where you stand on that.
I'm early Gen Z.
Are you like?
But yeah, I'm early Gen Z.
I used to lie and say it was early Gen Z whenever a viral post about Harry Potter would come out. I'm like, I'm early Gen Z.
I believe the term is zillennial.
Yeah,
zillennial. If I would avoid the millennial part very much when they were like, we need to destroy the Horcruxes of a certain orange man in charge. That's the kind of thing I'd avoid. But we're not. Listen, I'm moving on.
We're talking about Gekiranger, not that nerd shit.
Yeah, we're talking about Gekiranger, Juken Sentai Gekiranger.
We got a lot. We got a lot to talk about.
We do. Yes, 40 through 49. I edited the last episode. I feel like that's like one of the most negative episodes we put out, even though we liked it.
Right.
I feel like all we did was brag on it.
It's funny,
which is so funny because I was enjoying it the whole time. I don't get it.
The only other episodes I could think of where we were more negative are Bio Broly, which of course, and maybe the second Ultra Q episode, but even that was more mixed.
Yeah, that was more like seeing the primordial goo and getting mad at it for not being a fully formed thing.
Right,
like, it's
exactly.
Not it's getting mad at Telly's monster or something.
I do think it's because there's some bullshit in that last stretch we watched. That was worth getting a little dour on.
Yeah,
I feel like we're going to be a lot more positive in this one because we even said the last episode we're like it feels like they've been saving some gold. And you know what? We did. It was good. It was very good. I really enjoyed it. But first things first, for some reason I've arbitrarily added, because I feel like if we don't talk about it here, we do have some Sentai news. Did you see the Zets and Gavin thing? I guess it's more Toku news. I should just put it as Toku news.
I haven't.
The thing is, like, what Toei likes to do these days is that when they have 2 summer movies coming out, they'll promote them together, but it's not going to be like a crossover thing. Yeah, it's
I was assuming they were just going to shake hands for 10 minutes, but it's even less than that, probably.
No, you might see like a commercial
like,
bumper or something.
Damn. I was hoping at least it would be like when Ted and Mono Bear from
Monokuma,
Danganronpa met each other. Yeah, Monokuma. Mono Bear. Yeah, excuse me.
Wow,
Is that a
old school
My Hero Academia moment? Yeah, I'm still. I did technically read the Something Awful Let's Play. That's how I first started with Danganronpa. But anyway, ancient. But anyway, so it's good to hear. I still haven't watched a single episode of Zets. Actually, I'm planning now that we're just doing one of the movie episodes next. That's probably I'm going to try and get caught up on that. And maybe watch an episode or 2 of Gavin.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, maybe it'll catch me again. I don't know. I was enjoying Zets. I just got to like the first like pivot. And it was like, I don't know what's going on. And now I only hear nothing but quiet appreciation.
It's a good show now. I would say it's a good show now.
They found their footing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey. So, I would also like to say that there was a bit of news that happened. I don't know if I want to say last night. This morning, our pal Geki Red showed up somewhere.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
He showed up.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Whoever wants to say it.
I always forget the actual name of the organization.
Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling.
Tokyo Joshi Pro.
Thank you. TJPW.
Yeah.
A trio of wrestlers just came out with Red Rangers.
Yes,
Ninja
Red
from
Red. 1994's Kaku Ranger. And then we got Geki Ranger, our boy, big coincidence, Mr. Geki Red, and Go-On Red, or as we might like to call him, Goon Red.
I love Goon Red. Okay.
Which is funny because isn't that the follow-up after Geki Ranger?
Yes, it's the exact follow-up. It's a lot more, it's even goofier than Geki Ranger. It goes full-on, we're live-action anime.
So I don't know enough about Joshi Pro Wrestling, I'll admit. I do have to ask, was that a sanctioned crossover?
Yes, absolutely. That was a sanctioned collab. Like it was like it wasn't sudden either. Like it was like promoted that this was going to be a thing. Like they would like promote. Okay. Like Sushio from Studio Trigger did like promotional art that had like the wrestlers like standing next to those 3 Red Rangers earlier, like a few weeks ago.
Were these just like the Red Rangers that they particularly liked?
I guess so.
It kind of feels like it, because like I know like Kaku Ranger is like considered like one of the big boys.
Yeah, it's one of the big boy
Super
90s
Sentai
ones.
Shows.
Yeah, it's one of the big.
But like Go-Hanger and Geki Ranger.
I mean, Go-Hanger is well liked in Japan. It's just
is it?
Yeah, it's like remember that chart I sent y'all? It's like it went down Geki, went back up for Go-On.
Oh wait,
that's funny.
Didn't Go-On Red appear in Boom Boomcher?
He did. He loves Toei.
Okay.
He'll do
bad.
YouTube videos with Toei actors constantly.
Okay. That makes more sense then. Okay.
Exactly.
Listen, and I guess Sentai is now being put in the nerd vault of like, oh yeah, we'll bring those guys out. We got the costumes around. It's now figure art fodder. So
90s Kamen Rider.
90s Kamen
very
Rider.
dweeb coded. And what's dweebier than wrestling? So
man, if only it would get the full 90s Kamen Rider treatment and get like really cool movies by Keita Amamiya. Oh well,
that would be swag.
You never know, because we're still early on with it disappearing.
Oh yeah. Give it another 5 years. I'm sure Amamiya will stop making Garo. Be like, you know what? I actually like Super Sentai all of a sudden.
Yeah. Isn't it's like I mean, he did do the villain designs for Jetman. He could go back
and
to
he
that.
directed a few episodes for Zyuranger, so who knows?
Yeah, that's true. All I was gonna say is that in the Doctor Who world, and I abhor bringing up Doctor Who, but it's like the wilderness years. We will be ending the Sentai wilderness.
It's
years
really funny. Doctor Who stopped releasing around the same time Kamen Rider stopped coming out, literally around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
My British Toku is being so it's fun to see Geki Red because we love Geki Red and we love the show. We're having a good time.
It's nice to see our boy up in the stage.
Yeah. Hunter wanted to talk. Oh, do you Stix? By the way, usually I give you time and space. Was there any production stuff you wanted to talk about, or do you just want to go in?
No, not really. It's pretty. I mean, this is just pretty straightforward. We're in the last stretch. The directors are locking in.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, like any last stretch of a Toku show, it's really compressed. You will get all the revelations in one episode, and you will like it.
I mean, my recap is about 4 pages this week, and I didn't mean to. I'm like, I got to get better.
But
I didn't bring up Ran and Retsu. Only come up like twice in it.
I have some words about Ran and Retsu.
Yeah.
Poor Saps.
Hunter, you wanted to talk about the movie first, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Super briefly.
Yeah, you two could talk
so
about
last
that.
episode we did kind of mention that there was a movie for Gekiranger. It was their big summer movie. Big? Let me correct that, actually. It is a TV special that they put out into a movie theater because it is only 33 minutes long. And I figured that we should watch it just because like that's like the big cap off for like watching like one of these Toku shows is like watching their one movie because we did it with Ryuki.
Yeah.
So,
and that gave us discussion,
a little
gave us
bit
shit
more
to chew on.
Yeah. That one's a little more relevant because it has the whole Inoue element and like with the alternative ending. This one was more just a fun idea, a fun adventure that like in another universe would have been the plot of Gekiranger maybe, but it's not anything of sustenance.
No, not at all. You know what I probably should have done? Have the full title on hand because it is a very long title.
I can try to bring it up because there's multiple translate. There's just people who just Romanize it because it's like it's John's like weird kid speak. Where you like you just like 2 repeated words or 2 repeated sounds.
Right. Waku waku, zaki.
Yeah. So
I'll just go with whatever Wikipedia has.
Okay.
So, okay, I got it. So the name of the movie is Juken Sentai Gekiranger Nei Nei How How Hong Kong Decisive Battle.
Yeah, that's basically it.
I hate Jan. I hate him. So this was the movie that was released alongside a Den-O movie. And I am looking at the Den-O movie right now. Golly, does Ryder get preferential treatment because that movie is 69 minutes with a 79-minute director's cut.
Yeah.
But Gekiranger is stuck with a TV special like runtime.
And the thing is that used to be how things were for Tokusatsu. Kamen Rider was the weird one. Because like in the 90s, 80s, and 70s, these movies would not be like big serious things. They'd be like something you put in a theater. They may or may not be a compilation footage from the TV show. There might be 2 episodes combined together. And sometimes there'd be an original thing. And they'd be like maybe like 40-ish minutes maximum. Like even like a movie I really love that's not even Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, or whatever. Hokkaider, Mechanical Violator Hokkaider. It's a 1995 movie that they put out in those festivals or whatever, those Toei Hero festivals. It's like 15 minutes for the theatrical cut. So like, yeah, it's just kind of, and that was like a special thing.
No.
Yeah,
I have to imagine it's probably just because like Ryder was really like hitting its like stride in the 2000s.
Yeah, like
Sentai was just kind of like coasting along, like with its general popularity.
Yeah.
Not to hit the toy sales thing over and over, because that, it can't be the answer for everything. But, the season, kind of a dip.
Yeah, I mean, Den-O was also, like, super popular, too.
Oh, yes, super popular. And, like, the thing is, like, they were neck and neck in the 2000s, while Super Sentai just kind of stayed the same, while Kamen Rider was trying to be more ambitious with this whole deal. That was basically the whole deal between the two.
But,
right.
Anyway. Hong Kong Decisive Battle. So I keep saying it, but like it is just like a slightly longer episode of the show. It just looks nicer.
Right. They introduce a new villain, a new threat, a guy.
That's how the movies
go. He has the subs I was watching, and I think Russ was watching too, had the funniest localization I think I've ever read for a martial art.
Please tell me.
Russ, would you like to say it?
So he loudly pronounced it was basically they stole the plot from like a Street Fighter or Tekken or something, where they had a tournament of warriors from all sorts of martial arts. I guess Baki too, right?
Yeah,
you know, the most generic 90s martial arts premise. I'm going to get all these guys in a room, and then I'm going to steal their techniques. We're going to put the techniques together, and it'll be the most badass MMA ever. And this guy was like, I've successfully done it. I've used machines to scan all your moves. I now call it Mech Kung Fu. Mech Kung Fu, and the players tap their chin. Or not the players. The characters all tap their chin. Mech Kung Fu. What does that mean? What could that possibly mean? That would mean you'd have to transcend human strength. And then his like legion of sexy fighters were like, that's because we're not human. And they were all mechas. It was Mech Kung Fu. Huh?
Sorry.
So
it's
very silly.
I was honestly, this is perfectly fine. There's nothing like really bad or particularly great about it, but I will say I was let down by the premise because I can see what they're trying to do. Like the opening like fighting area that they're in is it looks like almost like literally it's the fighting arena from Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
Like it's this big open, like white sanded, or I guess white concreted like area, but it's just, and they go through the trouble of having like tournament brackets. They get whatever like small foreign actors that were living in Japan at the time to act in the movie.
Which felt like their big expense was having a much wider net of people on set, or like,
Yeah. But like They go through all of that, and then they immediately abandon it, like almost like instantly. As soon as they get to like anytime there's like one of these like martial arts movies that involves a tournament, there's always that scene where everyone is in the same room, like having a prearranged meal by the host, and the host comes in to actually introduce himself.
Yeah, of course.
The moment that happens, tournament's over. It's done. We're like speed running to the old man
Mecha battles,
becoming a big killer robot so he can take over the world. And it bums me out because I can see a version of this movie in my head that's like, I want to say 60 minutes long, where they spend more time at the tournament and actually trying to figure out what the tournament organizer's deal is.
I see.
Yeah.
And it sucks, but it's still like more or less fine when they actually do like the fighting stuff, like during the tournament and like whenever they're like actually fighting in the movie. It looks good. It looks like they got like a slightly higher budget.
Right. Okay.
Jan's actor, I can tell they actually like try to train these guys. How to at least look like they know what they're doing with martial arts, because Jan actually was doing like a lot of like physical, like in-person stunts.
Which you see in this
like,
episode
film.
batch too. Like they really try to get these actors to do shit, which I enjoy.
Yeah, because that has to be difficult to actually learn how to do the stances properly and to make them look like convincing enough. I would like to say, and I think Russ pointed this out in the group chat when he watched it. when oh yeah, we didn't even mention this. They don't just go to this tournament. They get kidnapped. They get teleported.
Right, they get teleported.
And they get teleported to Hong Kong, but the way they introduce Hong Kong is like Ran going over like a big hill, and she just soyjack points to the city and says, "We're in Hong Kong."
It's like Wayne World 2 joke. It's the Wayne World 2 joke. Literally, like, oh my god, there it is over there.
And it's so funny. It's like, wow,
It's awesome.
This is the most important place ever. It's so crazy. Look
it's
how
literally
far
the
away from
joke.
Japan we are.
Look, the joke we made last episode, which I mentioned in the group chat, is, yeah, they're treating it like Atlantis. Like, wow, Hong Kong.
Just such a mythical, like, fantastical place. I would also like to point out that this movie is the first time, like, in the series where any character actually says, "Oh, wait, you're Japanese? You're from Japan."
Because they meet a weird sort of love interest for John, who's like an Interpol agent, a Chun-Li equivalent, if you will.
Yeah, of course.
And she's an Interpol agent trying to figure out where this evil mecha kung fu technology is going. Yeah, she's like, "Oh my gosh, are you Japanese?" And she's klutzy, and she loves eating food, and it feels like they set up something for Jan.
She also uses nunchucks.
Yeah. Well, as all good couples meet, they have a similar taste in weapons. Yeah, it was not. I think what we just told you is pretty much the most entertaining parts of the movie.
No,
is that
that's
there
it.
was
They win. They
won.
I actually, you called it, Stix. Last episode when we talked about the Edo period episode, and they showed off
the combination robot.
Yeah, with Leo and Melee. You were right. They did it first in this movie, which is very weird, because if this was coming out like kind of when that episode was coming out, Go and Ken are nowhere to be seen in this movie.
That's crazy.
Yes,
they're not even referenced.
Awesome. That means that could have been placed anywhere in the fucking show. That could have been placed after episode whatever. Who cares?
Genuinely, yeah. It was very strange. But yeah, that's
none of the other masters were there either. It was just Xiaofu, so
it could have been done after episode 3 if they wanted.
Pretty
basically
much. I would say like the first time they ever like actually fight Leo, it could take place immediately after that for all we know.
Right.
But,
exactly.
Yeah, that was what's the name of this fucking movie again?
Nay Nay Ho Ho
Ni Hao,
Grand Hong Kong Showdown or whatever.
Nay Nay How How Hong Kong Decisive Battle.
Right.
And if you want to know, Stix, I know you've been dying. What does the Nei Nei How How mean? It's because he says Nei Hao, the Chinese affectionate greeting.
They just completely co-ops it to mean something else, like he always does.
I don't know
John,
what this guy's talking about.
You're so funny.
John.
What a fella.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was the extra credit. I mean, listeners, if you watch it too, you too can be like, "It was pretty good.
It was all right.
It was fine."
It's fine.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the real meat.
Should I go to the?
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
I gotta get through this Russ cap so quick, and I said I wrote too much, but there's a lot to cover, so I'm gonna go through this as quick as possible. Let's begin. This is the Russ cap. Long, the very non-shady guy from the last stretch of episodes, is tired of the little rascal-esque shenanigans going on all around him, so he has decided to push the plot forward by making Sugu, the mystery tiger man from episodes past, go out and farm some humans horror. Sugu must have not cleaned his ears, because instead, he's out there farming insane aura. He's out there playing a leaf like a damn flute, going Jethro Tull on that thing. When Jan catches him out in the woods, Jan is wary, yet he senses no danger from this twisted Tony the Tiger. Cautiously, Jan's soul touches him and feels an ache in his chest and falls to his britches. Go, thinking Sugu used some covert attack on John, strikes at the tiger foe and realizes in the melee where Suguru man is stands up like his former master, Dan. But how could that be? Dan got rocked by Leo ages ago. We know this because Leo says Dan perished at his hands under dubious circumstances. See, Leo never felt satisfied by that battle, as he detected that Dan was egregiously harmed pre-combat, as Dan's last words were, "You think I'm a badass guy? Wait till you meet my extremely normal and cool son, who is not a weird guy out in the woods." But unbeknownst to dying Dirty Dan, it turns out his son is a weird fucking guy from the woods. One we know oh too well. It's Jan! Jan is the son of a guy we heard of 2 episodes ago. Will the surprises ever stop emerging? Also, I wanted to say, I forgot to write this in the recap, when he soul touched his dad, it left a mark on his chest that proved that they were related, which is something that happens in martial arts.
Because they're both...
Anyway.
Real? Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Okay, go ahead.
I don't. You remember he touched him? And
I remember that, but I didn't know it was like a trope. Is my thing. I didn't know that was a trope.
Oh yeah,
no, it's not a trope.
Happen.
This is just a weird. It's just weird shit.
It
okay.
suspiciously looks like the Gekiranger logo, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, no, the surprises keep emerging. Leo, putting 1 to 1 together, realizes Jan is his former master/foe's son and thinks it'd be a really cool setup for an ultimate rival. Leo, now energized in killing his feral enemy, takes on the mythic key of Long and declares Jan is his ultimate op, and all of his other ops are NPCs to him. Go is not a fan of being called an NPC, and Jan is not a fan of dealing with the weight of a dead dad trauma. Ooh. Jan's soon suffering from anxiety and depression, but aren't we all, bud? The rest of the gang is suffering from being trapped in a mystic gourd by some bulk and skull motherfuckers whom I can't remember the names of off the top of my head. This recap can't go on forever, folks. Anyway, all you gotta know is Jan and Chiafu go to a mystery village that was actually Jan's childhood home. He finds a photo of himself with his parents and gets revved up, saves the other Gekirangers from gourd hell, and they beat up on the nerds who hassled his homies. Jan has regained his mental health and all is good. And then the Christmas episode happened, but we'll talk about that later. All you need to know is that it's a new year and Jan has a new goal: to kill his dad's fursuit ghost to free him from a Five Nights at Freddy's style purgatory.
So true.
As the rest of the crew deals with a dog guy, Jan makes good on his promise and attacks his dad, but he can't deliver an Oedipal blow to his dad's kung fu ghost. Unluckily, Long, the shiftiest fuck around, does a fatal strike, killing Jan's last remnant of his unfound family. Dan begs Jan to release him so he can start the grill up in the great hereafter, and he will have a burger ready for Jan when he joins him up there. Jan tearfully does so. Also, Go is labbing an infinite combo with Michelle Peng, who has some weird sexual chemistry with Go, but I also might be insane.
You're kind of insane.
Now, with his new moves, Go challenges Leo and kind of holds his own. But just to piss off the power scalers, Leo owns Go, and Leo goes, "Should have got your dad to shout you out before he died too." As Go is about to die, Jan jumps in and wants martial arts revenge for Leo's flagrant murders. They tussle, and Jan, through pluck and guts, ends Leo's winning streak by defeating him via TKO. Mad as hell, Leo metamorphosizes into his mythical key form and is ready to go full psycho mode, but Melee snaps him out and spirits him away. Everyone's very sad about Jan's dead dad, and make things worse, Gorien uses his Hypno Fist to unlock Jan's memory lock and progress his storyline tree. Jan's mom and childhood village were wiped out by Long in his monster form, and Jan was lost in the wilds where he became a Mowgli type. Long catches Leo still dazed, and the whole crew shows up, and the dark twist no one saw coming. This was the most insane reveal of all time. Long was gaslighting and girl bossing Leo since childhood, grooming him into becoming the Destroyer, the guy who would destroy the world. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's the chosen one.
Long killed Leo's dad, his mom, his masters. He kept killing guys until Leo turned into Kane from FF4. Anyway, an Airbud-esque come-to-me scene occurs where Long goes, "Come on, I did Pinocchio shit to you your entire life, but I can teach you some more cool DBZ moves." And Jan going, "Okay, you killed my dad, but if we knock back some cold ones, we'd be homies." And so Leo is lost and wants to simply to run somewhere where he could be alone. Melee tries to snap him back to his senses again, where Long realizes Melee is Leo's weakness. He nabs her and uses her as a prisoner to get his most precious pawn back on his side of the board. As the rest of the crew battles another monster guy, I think I start like 5 paragraphs that way, because usually they're all battling another monster guy.
Yeah.
Jan tracks down Leo. Leo is sick of being fucked around with, and Jan's like, "Bro, That's your girlfriend, bro. If I had a girlfriend like that, dude, I'd be doing Marines shit to save her. And Leo is like, brother, you're right. And they go and face down the dragon man who ruined their lives. Anyway, a lot of martial arts treachery ensues. Leo saves and hugs Melee. Jan and Leo kill Long, and everyone's happy. Jan wants the 2 former villains to join the team, but Ran and Retsu are like, bro, they've done 3911s to learn how to punch better. We're not letting them design shoes for us. Leo disagrees. I guess now that he and Melee are going steady, Leo needs like health insurance and a 401k and shit. So he needs the ASICS job now. He asks Retsu and Ran to conduct a trial by fist with him and Melee. And if he defeats them, he can work in the merchandising department. And if they lose, they'll die. Retsu and Ran nod their head and a mortal combat ensues, but actually it's all a farce. Melee and Leo always intended to die so that the secrets of Rinky Beast Fist can never be exploited for evil again. So, before the 2 martial art lovers can sacrifice themselves for a world with less martial arts mayhem, they're attacked by Long again. He's now a JRPG boss final form and seems completely undefeatable. He strikes at Leo, but Melee sacrifices herself in his stead and is actually kind of brutally crunched in a way I didn't expect. It upset me. Melee dies in Leo's arms, and Leo consigns himself to die to follow his zombie girlfriend to the grave. He bestows the Gekirangers with the knowledge of Rinky Beastfist, hoping that the knowledge of their school can be remembered for saving the world instead of ruining summer vacations for kids or stealing Christmas or whatever evil toku nonsense they were doing. Leo explodes himself to destroy Long, but that's still not enough to take out the immortal dragon. Using the knowledge of Rinky arts in a legitimately clever way, the Gekirangers use the technique that sealed their masters away in the earlier Beast Genesis Village arc, the Sphere of Torment, on the ancient dragon of legends. Long is sealed away, forever trapped in an orb of darkness. Go thinks they should hide the treasure away, but Jan, Retsu, and Ran disagree. They're going to start mini-mall dojos where hopefully someday their will to safeguard the evil dragon can be inherited by their students. Everyone agrees this is probably a good idea. The crew, now forever friends, split apart but promise to meet again. Jan meets a mysterious boy named Oops, who he says he should train under him and they can be homies in the future. The end. So, okay.
I would like to remind people that this is just 10 episodes.
Exactly.
This is the shortest amount we've watched. For this
the thing
series.
with Toku is that we're trying to do less and less episodes with each quarter we're doing, but the last you think, oh, it's just 10 episodes, that might not be enough for. No, it's always enough for an episode. It always is.
It's crazy. Yeah, and I'm like, I didn't say Retsu and Ran. I think I didn't say Ken once in that. Ken was such Ken became the Poochie of the
lick bag. Go actually is relevant, sort of.
Yeah, Go, I mean, we'll go more into it, but Go, he both gets shafted, but he does so much with the little he's given.
Right, because it's like they remember, oh yeah, he has like relationship stuff with Leo going on, character relationship.
Through that actor's performance, or maybe the writing, I couldn't tell what. I felt like he only had like so little to do with the storyline, but he was so resonant. I don't know. He did a great job.
Yeah,
I really liked it.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I did too.
Man, there's a lot to cover.
But yeah.
All right. Do we want to start with the actual story significant parts first, or should we get the filler bullshit out of the way?
Okay.
That's a great question.
You want to talk about the Christmas episode now before we get into the actual meat?
I say we just do that because it sticks out like a sore thumb and is the only episode where nothing happens.
It's like literally the only Gekiranger episode where 0 relevant things happen, surprisingly.
And the sad part is it's fucking good. It was good. I liked it. It was insane.
I was screaming at my computer screen.
Yeah, this time I'm in the middle. I see both sides.
Yes.
And I would like to say the second time someone actually says, "Are you Japanese?" in this whole series.
Oh my god.
I'm just convinced the real world countries don't exist in this universe.
Right.
It's
like the Pokemon.
It's just Japan and Hong Kong.
It's like the Pokemon universe where the economy centers around Pokemon. This is just it centers around martial arts. Every country has martial arts, and the best place to buy martial arts uses ASICs, I guess. I don't know.
Look, okay, they did say that kid and his dad are from America, and like he's, I guess, an important guy from an no, not even America. Excuse me, he's from an unnamed northern country or something, from the Northern Republic.
That's what he says. The Northern Republic,
which is funny because I'm pretty sure that
Northern
actor's
Republic.
Australian for the dad.
Yeah, that's a funny way to say. That's a funny way to say like Auckland, New Zealand, or something,
or New Zealand.
Like I could tell that guy was from like one of those two places immediately. The kid is 100% American.
Oh yeah, that's like a kid that would be in a Chris Columbus movie.
This kid is the funniest character in this entire show.
Oh man, he sold it. Like his faces whenever they're trying to talk to him. That is the most like white kid trying to understand a language he does not understand.
I probably didn't understand it.
Well, I'll wait to bring it up. But he says the funniest line in this entire show to me.
I didn't bring up Ken. Ken had his arc and is kind of just a fella around after those last stretch episodes we watched. But this is his episode. He
for some reason.
He went Looney Tunes. This guy is Bugs Bunny. Him
and the other guy the show
gazelle.
Barely uses.
Why did
the only
Bao, what is it?
The only martial sage that does fuck all in this show. It's so strange.
It's good they could do a Rudolph joke. It's literally the only reason they chose that one.
Yeah. Pian Bao. Mm-hmm. Yes. Truly. So Ken apparently is a huge fan of Christmas because it's the time of year where the most smiles are at, and he loves smiling in Christmas. It doesn't really go into it more than that.
Yeah.
He sees a child upset about Christmas and goes, he must be a poor urchin boy. I need to go
exactly.
I need to kidnap him, trap him in a Christmas party until he smiles. Okay, and can't speak a lick of Japanese in maybe in real life,
and he can't understand them at all.
A sleazy man. All the other characters say he smells. Sleazy man takes you to the A6 headquarters, and then he goes like, "Yo, check out my boss's daughter. Isn't she fucking cute, dude? You make a great couple." Like, what the hell are you doing there? He doesn't understand what you're saying. Then he knocks over the Christmas tree and he goes, he must be poor, so he has like a natural aggression against Christmas. What are you talking about? What is the million blue blazes, Ken?
Thank God Miki comes in.
And she knows English because she's like an executive at this corporation, so she knows some English.
An executive at A6. The kid runs away and gets picked up by his dad.
Yeah, his dad.
And then apparently
okay, hang on, before you continue. This is the part that gave me the biggest laugh. So this kid is just sadly swinging on a swing set. And then Ken comes up and he says, "Well, what's your problem with Christmas? Is it just because you don't have money or something? How could you hate it?" And the kid just somberly, not even looking at him, just looking at like his shoes on the ground, he just says, "I don't know what you're saying." And he just walks away.
Awesome. Fucking awesome. So they go back to his house, and this child apparently every day watches a video of his mother died on New Year's Eve in an undisclosed but probably car accident, and Ken dresses up in his dead mom's clothes and goes, "Honey, Merry Christmas." It's like, Ken,
stop it, Ken!
What the fuck are you doing?
Can I also say,
Ken, you're a fucking nutso.
The video of the mom doing is so funny to me because the kid just asks her, "Hey mom, do something funny." And she just has like the star on top of her head. She does a little dance. And all I could think of is that one photo of this white woman in a grocery store with like a bag of like Tostitos on her head. She's so crazy. I love her.
She is so crazy. Yes. And then Ken this how all ties in somehow to something. I don't remember what. A monster shows up. They kill the monster, and the child goes, "Wow, Super Sentai is so cool. The trauma of my mom's death doesn't mean anything anymore. I love this brand." This brand transgresses cultures, and they have a Christmas party, and then Ken makes a ice sculpture of the dead mom, something that traumatized this child.
Ginormous ice sculpture, by the way. I don't know where you got that ice from.
Ginormous.
Oh, wait, I remember he had a technique. He had a technique.
He brought back. It's because he did the thing the kid wanted. He said, "If Santa's real, I want him to bring my mom back." Well, Ken did that.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be cute.
And then Pion Biao is guiding Santa's sleigh. It was fucking nuts. He's crazy.
The thing is about that episode, like, so the guy who wrote this his only credits for Super Sentai are 4 episodes in Gekiranger, and they're all like either that boy who was like whiny and hated his classmates or his teammates on basketball, the 3 Phantom Thief sisters, the episode where the kids join are like weird and walk to a monster's house, and this Christmas episode. I feel like there's a recurring theme going on here.
You got stuck with the kid episodes. I don't know, dude.
Poor guy.
Maybe Ken was just the guy who this was the tapestry he could finally realize, because Ken he was clearly at that point in the plot. They're like, we don't know what we're doing this guy. He's just generally supportive.
Yeah, he's a sport guy. Go. Yeah, Go is too serious. John, I guess you could do something with, but they didn't even bother using John much in this episode. Only in the Christmas party part, and fighting the monkey man. But
can I say how weird it is to introduce Ken as the comedy relief of the group when the main character is also the comedy relief of the group?
That's how Super Sentai be sometimes.
Listen.
It's very strange.
We'll never know the full story of how Ken was supposed to come in there, or if they changed his characterization or moved things around because of issues in the production. But hey, we got this episode out of it.
I got to laugh at white people in Toku.
Sure did.
Which is always really entertaining. I'm sorry.
It's going to always be good. It just feels right. I would love that. I think that would be my greatest dream, is to be the white guy in a Toku episode.
Yeah, in a one-off Toku episode, and you're just kind of like, yeah.
Oh, I would be like a burger chef with like grease stains on me. Common Rider in New York? I would never expect that.
Just speaking like slightly above average Japanese, and you just hit him with Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider? Yeah, you do the Toby Fox.
Nihongo, can't speak. Kamen Rider? Huh? Is that hamburger? Anyway.
What is going on?
What is going on? This is ridiculous.
Oh, so, just imagine that happen in the middle of all that plot. Jan is having a fucking character arc. He's having a come to Jesus moment.
Genuine character arc stuff.
I mean, I really like Jan by the last bit of these episodes.
Yeah, me too.
Even the Zawa stuff. Jan had a full-blown, growing, having to confront fears, the loss of family. I really enjoyed Jan's character.
I did too. Yeah.
Yeah. They swooped his hair over his face now to show that he's sad now. But it kind of worked. The look worked.
Yeah, it worked.
The look worked for him. He was a little bit more mature in his fighting style. I guess he finally turned into the Red Ranger for this show. I don't know.
Yeah. He
I would say so. I with the hair thing, I call it the end of season Toku hair.
Yes,
where the hair stops being voluminous. And it just straightens and calms itself down. It's very weird how often that happens. I saw it at the end of Ryuki too.
Yeah, it's just something they do, just differentiate it, or make it look like the character or the actor's more mature, change how they looked from the start. It's various production stuff, but oh man, sometimes they do the opposite. I don't know when we'll ever watch this. I know I want to though. Fives. The main character's hair just gets poofier and messier around the end. It's really funny if you notice it.
You know, it's a twisted show. It's a twisted show because it gets more twisted. His hair gets more crazy as it goes on.
Or like it becomes more bleached. Like it's not as like, dark. It becomes like, yeah. I don't know. I really like that aspect. Like even if like it's more noticeable when the actor's younger, like they're like 18 to 20 years old, where they genuinely their face looks older by the end of the show. Because yeah. But with John, it's weird because like the actor's actually in his mid-20s. He's actually like probably I think he's older than both Ron and Retsu's actors, funnily enough. But for somehow they managed to make him look more mature somehow in the face. I don't know how they did it. Like I guess this is like an acting thing. Who knows? They tricked me.
Yeah, I guess when he isn't, spouting out the catchphrases, he did seem a little bit more mature.
Right.
He still has it. It's a little bit, but it's definitely...
When he's actually, like, speaking quietly and calmly, you can hear his, like, I think you can hear the actor's, like, real voice.
His real voice, yes. Yeah, exactly.
That's so
like, especially in the epilogue when he's just like, hey, kid, you look familiar.
Yeah. I guess I did leave a note in the notes where I was like, do we like the whole my genetics will carry his dad having the genetics will carry on
of that plot point to like close to the end. Then I was like got over it, but I was like, man, your dad sucks, man.
I'm not gonna say I hate it, if only because it's like I've seen this so much.
Right.
So much in like shonen stuff. Like, my son will carry on this battle for me.
Yeah, like it's almost like he's reciting a line. When Leo killed him and he was like on the ground, it felt like he was like reciting something from a script when he said that line. I was like, all right, okay. I barely know you, dude.
Yeah, I guess also, why did Dan keep his family secret again? I don't remember.
Yeah, he was like he was still actively training with Xiao Fu at the time.
And Miki was still a student. Like he literally. Yeah, go ahead.
He literally knew he lived in this village.
Yes.
You didn't know he had a wife and kid?
It's so weird because like both him and Miki are like the like like in a Taekwondo or whatever like dojo and like in real life. You'll have like the younger students, and then like in the corner with like the more upgraded belts, you'll have like adults in the same class. That's how I see it with like Mickey and Dan in the same like who are still students technically, as well as Go and Leo who are on the younger side back then.
Just like, that's the older guy. He started around the same time. He's pretty fucking good though. He will not talk about his private life.
No,
he's just here
for the kicks and the private.
Yeah. Private enough that's the only person who knows that he has a son is the guy who punched him in the chest so hard he died. But whatever.
I mean, like the timeline of events is also so like blurry to me. Of like when, who died, how long ago was it? Like,
I'm guessing old are Leo and Go supposed to be?
I guess they're like in their late because like in the flashback they didn't change anything to make them look younger at all. They didn't really do much to make them look younger.
I think it's implied that like because Go like prior to the series, I remember Retsu saying, "Oh yeah, my brother went missing 10 years ago."
Okay, so my assumption is that they were like late teens when they were training, and then the incident happened, and then 10 years later, now they're in their late 20s. Is my assumption. That's my assumption. Maybe.
Guess I can see that. Yeah. That's just so. It's a little messy.
It is messy
to me.
I agree. Because then it's how okay like with the I know it was like trauma, like he did like a Goku thing where he bumped his head and he didn't remember his childhood, I guess. But like, did he see his dad? I guess because there's a baby photo, but like after that, did he see his dad before his mom died?
Yeah, I think no, they implied that.
Okay,
I think they did imply that like he did know his mom and dad, because like even the mom was like, "What did you do with Dan?"
Okay, so the dad died before the mom, and okay, I think I got it.
Yeah, so
sorry.
I don't.
Sorry, John. I have to go do push-ups with a cat now. I'll see you later, little dude. Catch you later, son.
I was like,
sorry.
It's like, Mommy, what does that mean?
Don't worry.
Yeah.
But
don't worry about it.
Despite
despite
my cynicism about it, there are two moments in the stretch that genuinely got me like really sad and teary-eyed. Was when John saw that photo in the locket, and I like looked legit, like that was a really well-made prop of like a baby photo with the parents. I was like, damn.
No, it was good.
And then of course when Melee got a horrific death and she died in Leo's arms, that got me so bad.
I guess we should probably talk about who my MVP is. I don't know if it's everybody else's. It's not a lot of competition, as in they were the only two. Leo, basically gets co-billing in this last stretch of episodes, right?
I mean, why wouldn't he? Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Leo, he rocks in these. I think it's like he's the best actor. He kind of reminded me of, oh my gosh, we just watched it with Ryuki, Kamen Rider Noir. What's his character's name?
Give me something here. You got to help me here.
Do you mean Knight?
I know. Knight, no. Kamen Rider Knight. Excuse me. Oh my gosh.
You mean no? Ren?
Yeah, Ren. I totally lost Ren's name. Ren, for me, he was like the best performer, like the best actor, or like get the best scenes out of the show. Mm-hmm. You know, when you can like draw good performances. I mean, like what? These are all dubbed. So it's him doing ADR, a voice over his own.
ADR while writers in camera, like with a boom mic and all that.
I didn't feel any of that from Leo. I thought he did an excellent job for like, you know, for Sentai, like milking real emotion out of scenes. And so much of his character earlier in the show is like guy sitting around aura farming and posing. And this, he's like bent over in the snow lost. I'm like, damn, he's got some fucking
like gravitas. He got everything. Like he got both. He did the aura farming. He got the charisma. Like when he like finally saw John arrive in his little Goku moment, and he like got so happy and excited and like deranged. I was like, yes, you're so awesome, dude. Let's go.
And I mean, I made a joke about it at the beginning about how he's basically instantly forgiven because he was nice to. He was like, okay, I do kind of like Melee. I won't say it, but I mean, I'll gesture towards it. And the whole show, you could have thought of him almost being abusive to her, but like I don't know, for some reason their on-screen chemistry, like I bought it. I thought they did a great job. And Melee didn't get a whole lot to do in this arc too. She got a little.
But like I feel like she got a lot of like, emotional stuff and a lot of like what's the word called? Maybe not agency, but it felt like her decisions were her own in a sense. Like she was the one who like tried to tell Leo like, "Hey, this guy's been fucking with us all along." You know, and try to
for sure,
and like try to drag him away from the scene and all that. Yeah.
No, they both nailed it. I
think both of them nailed it. Like I said,
in any other, if it went poorly, it would have felt like abusive relationship. This guy was using Melee the entire time.
No.
At the end, I felt when he hugged her, the on-screen chemistry, I truly was like, fuck, they care about each other.
Yeah, it felt like actual catharsis. Like, oh my God, he did it.
Yeah.
And they somehow got away with it in hyper-rated G Super Sentai, having like, I don't know.
Actual feels like
intimacy.
Romantic chemistry.
Whatever's this. Yeah, exactly. Romantic chemistry. I was impressed. I thought that was good.
What do you think?
It's really weird. Like, easily. Like Leo and Melee like are fantastic in like this final stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like all the stuff they were setting up with Leo works a lot better than the stuff they were setting up with Jan. In terms of like the backstory stuff. I'm talking specifically with the stuff involving Long.
Yeah, with Long. Cause when they're like, Long like also killed your mom. And it's like, okay, I guess you give him an extra reason to hate him.
I was like, all right. That's...
like, what was the point of that? How would that help your plans, Long? It was like, is it because she's noticed you? Is it because she saw you do that? Is that why?
I have to get rid of anything involving the White Tiger Fist. And it's like, they weren't doing nothing. They didn't even know you killed him.
I feel
For
like
all
it's.
they know, they could have thought Leo would have been the one that did it. So it's like, what is this? But with Leo, everything that they were establishing makes complete sense.
Yeah, literally
Like
everything.
the stuff with him crying in the rain, like that one flashback from earlier in the show.
It's like, it makes sense now. Finally.
And again, and like Russ said, like, oh my God, Leo's actor just like sells it completely.
Right.
He's fantastic.
Jan has like one of his ridiculous catchphrases where he's like, "Oh, is she your heart treasure?" And he like stares down at his hands or something. I'm like, the fuck, he really contemplated the concept of a heart treasure. I was like,
he even says it.
Impressed.
He even says it like later on. It's like, it's really good. I think it's really weird. This kind of goes into Leo's actor, but it really, all of them as a whole, a lot of the actors in Gekiranger, like the live action ones, they don't, at least from what I've been able to find, they don't go on to do a whole lot else.
Really?
It's just very strange to me.
I mean, that is...
Do we just get in the
Leo
Sentai?
and Jan still actively act.
Okay.
And stuff. It's a lot of television productions.
That makes sense.
Same with like Miki's actress, because she was already like an established actress before she joined.
Yeah, of course.
But it's very weird, and it reminds me that like every so often you'll see like a really good acting performance in one of these tokusatsu shows. Mm-hmm. And then you try to look them up and they're like, oh, this person mainly really just does commercials.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, that's the fucked up part when that happens. It's like, really?
I guess.
Damn.
I mean, listen, first things first. I don't like to say it, but Sentai kind of commercial for toys, which is, but I like toys, so that's okay.
You know what I mean.
Also,
yeah,
it's a lot of shows of posing and being in your right spot and hitting marks. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like, if you
and
got
which
that
means
shit
like
down,
some people are going to get
actor.
it more than others. Unfortunately, I mean, the Red Ranger is what's going to, and maybe like one of the villains, if they have face actors for the villains, might get something. But like the side people, generally not. Maybe the Sixth Ranger. Wait. The Sixth Ranger usually gets more meat, where they might like have something afterwards. Yeah.
I'm going to say, we probably even talked about this before. Did we know that Yuka Harada and Hirofumi Araki, the people who play Leo and Melee, came back for that live action Yu Yu Hakusho?
I did not.
Like, they're both into it.
I did not know they were both in that.
They are?
Yeah, he plays
Please tell me.
Oh, what is his name? Oh man, I'm so bad at names whenever I can remember all this shit. Well, obviously she plays Botan and he plays the guy who gives Yusuke missions and is the baby.
Oh, Koenma Jr.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Koenma,
really?
So they have a mini Gekiranger reunion in that Yu Yu Hakusho live action thing. I heard nothing but...
Okay, that's good. That's very good. I'm glad that Melee's actor is still going, because she's very good.
She is very good. Like, she sells her like character and she's, her cartoon stuff. Like, she sells that as well as when she gets serious. Yeah.
That also kind of leads in, like with the stuff with Melee and Leo, this kind of leads into how, as much as I really, really like this final stretch, I think the final stretch of Gekiranger is when the show becomes like something like really good. Mm-hmm. Because they're really, really playing into their like kung fu movie inspirations. There's a lot of melodrama in this.
Yeah, of course.
But this does come at the expense at most of the other Gekirangers.
Except for maybe Go.
Except for maybe Go.
And I almost feel like Go was given ancillary stuff that he nailed. He pulled off.
Right.
Oh, yes.
So it was
another actor I think is like very, very good in this show.
Yeah, he sells his like character of being the self-serious but also kind of casual yet also serious. I don't know how like because like he has like he has like one of those like Japanese dialect things going on where he has like a lot of ze added to his lines, where he sounds like almost delinquenty almost. I don't know Japanese, so I couldn't tell you.
I would also like to say really quick, when I say I couldn't find a whole lot from anything else from the actors, it's mostly because it's kind of difficult looking up Japanese actors credits in general.
Yeah, like unless they have
no,
like
American.
a drama wiki page, or maybe they have a Japanese Wikipedia page, then you could try to like go through there. But yeah.
But we talked about Ken, how he kind of got like everything like kind of wrapped up for him. So they're like, oh, let's give him the joke episode. We don't have anything else for him. We don't even know if his mech is still like invincible anymore. Who cares?
Right.
But Ran and Retsu get it really, really bad.
Until the very last episode. Or
the
second to
literal
last.
final episode. Those two characters just exist.
You could literally combine them because all of their actions are one and the same. I almost like I have them like in the notes as Ran/Retsu. You could just call them Ran-Retsu for those episodes because their general job is to look concerned and be like, how's Jan doing? Is Jan doing okay? And it's always at the beginning of episodes of them going, I'm worried about Jan. I hope by the end of the episode he's normal.
When they were like splitting, when they were targeting that temple and they were splitting up and like, oh, we'll take care of the Sanyo guy. You two go ahead, Ran and Retsu. And it's like, yeah, Ran and Retsu versus Long. Go get him, Daredevil.
the thing that the thing that gets me the most is that half of Ran's lines are just her correcting her posture, doing that slow tokusatsu nod. You know what one I'm talking about.
I know which one you're talking about.
And her just saying, John. It's half of that every time. Like, it's insane. Like, these are like the other two main Rangers. Like,
yeah. And then it's like, yeah, it's unfortunate because I think that's just kind of what happens when you fill out the rest of the cast with people given like a plot role. So what you're left with is like, these are kind of just the two characters that were introduced at the start. That's it.
I still have no earthly idea what Ran's deal is.
Okay.
Other than she talked to Zhao Fu at some point. And that's why she became a ranger. That's what I mean. Because it's like Retsu, I understand like why he became a Beast Fist practitioner. Because he was like, oh, I want to find my brother. I want to find out what happened.
Yeah.
Ran was like, yeah, this old cat came up to me and said, wow, you're pretty fast. You'd probably be really good at martial arts. She's like,
and track me.
Maybe I would.
Yeah, no.
I understand Ron now. Like, I get like her honest heart thing because it's literally just fundamentals. That's her whole shtick is the fundamentals of martial arts, like the practice thing you do at martial arts dojos. You do thrust, punch,
yeah,
that stuff.
I get that.
Right. She's a part of the triangle, which is, it always comes back to the basics. You don't go too flashy. And then Retsu's the flashy stuff, but they all need each other because.
And then John's the strong, powerful body.
Yeah, but he's also the strongest and most powerful guy because his dad was the coolest guy before him. But that's okay.
He's the Goku if Bardock was an actually important guy.
Remember when Ran was supposed to be the captain of the team?
That's in her character profile and nowhere else.
Listen, it just reminded me of like like the original Avengers, Joss Whedon Avengers movie when he's like, Captain America has to do something. He points twice and says, go over there. It's kind of like when they're storming that castle. Ran kind of points somewhere and goes like,
so funny. I said it the last episode and I'll say it again. She got handed the hall monitor sash at school. That is what that is.
I'm like trying to even think about the fight scenes, and the stuff that pops out in my head is the Jan and Leo team up where they basically do Vegeta and Goku Super Saiyan together.
Which is fantastic.
Oh, that amazing.
Shit was tight. That shit was fucking awesome. And then you combine the sacrifice of Melee and Leo was all that. I mean, it was sad, and the realistic crunch of where she got they got fought Long, the dragon form.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
And
was like hurtful.
Like just a painful bone crunch
sound effect.
And there is that part of me that was like their introduction of having Leo and Melee like join ASICs or whatever, or what SRTC.
Yeah, Scratch. It's called Scratch.
Scratch. Yeah, just Scratch. Basically, like I had him in. I'm like, I guess they're just part of the team now. They did trick me because it was so goofy. I was like, I guess. I mean,
I guess we finally got our black and green Rangers.
That was that's all fun. John though. John's like kind of like all kind of accepting. Is kind of all happy go lucky. Like more people on the team, yay! And then Go and Ken are just kind of like, Ken just kind of chill because pretty lady joined the team. But like Go is just kind of like, well, I'm glad you're chill now, Leo. You were my best friend back then. And then Ron and Rex are just in the corner like, wait a second, we've been here from the start, and these guys have done dozens of 9/11s.
I would also like to say that I think Ken would have pretty solid, like, ground to not fuck with this, considering Melee tried to kill his sister.
Yeah, that's right.
Bygones be bygones. Ken's a chill guy.
Come on. I think he's more upset they tried to steal Christmas. They tried to steal Christmas, remember?
I would like to give credit to the show for doing this, because I feel like most like stuff aimed at children would hand waved it hard. You know what? Yeah, hey, you know what? These guys are sorry. We helped them out. No, they like, I think Ron and Retsu like rightfully going, why are we cool with this? Like, yeah, they helped him out. Like, Jan even says, like, hold on, you guys like tried to save her, and Rand was like, Retsu was just like, yeah, that's way different. Like, we didn't want them joining the team. They've done like so much terrible things. Like,
and their fight scene too, the trial of fists, even though it was a little bit like, oh, they're gonna sacrifice themselves, Leo and Melee, it's still, I thought that was some of their best choreography in the show. It just kind of felt bad that Ren and Retsu got pushed to the end, and they're basically a two-headed monster, and then they get attacked by a multi-headed monster. Do we think Long was good? Did you guys like? I thought he had more sauce than Mako.
He did.
I mean, that's not hard though.
And I kind of like that he was like, okay, I was gonna turn Maku into the what is it? The world destroyer,
the god of destruction, the Beerus,
god of destruction,
Mythic Beast King or whatever the hell.
Yeah, Mythic Beast King. Yeah.
And then they got sealed by the Marshall Sages, and they're like, fuck, I guess I have to wait a couple hundred years and make one from scratch. You know, I thought that was funny. It's fun. It's a little bit like, I always find a little bit of lazy storytelling when it's like, guy who's bored, he's evil because he's bored, and he just does things to entertain himself. Sometimes I like that as like a secondary villain.
Not as like the main villain, I guess.
It's the fact that we all, like, everyone called it from, like, day one. Like, they just introduced this guy who can just disappear.
And reappear whenever he wants.
No one else really knows about. But I think the fact that he was around for so long
helps. Like, he's not like a twist villain or anything. Like, he's been there since, like, the middle of the show.
Yeah. I think that's... I was less, like, annoyed with it than I probably should be. It helps that I think, like, his actual...
actor.
Not his big monster form, but, like, his suit.
Oh, God. It is, like...
is great.
It's, like, fantastic, even.
I love that the eyes of, like, the visor are always glowing.
Mm-hmm.
Feel bad for the suit actor, but that ain't my problem.
Yeah, that's like a fantastic suit design. It's like one of my favorite suit designs I think I've seen, period, from Toku. I'm like really positive about that suit.
This show really has like a lot of great suits.
Yeah, amazing. Like lots of great monster suits.
Practicality and just like designs too. Like
it's a great balance they struck.
I like the Sugus a lot. It's just like twisted version of like a good guy.
Yeah, because like half his face is like a golden skull and the other half is like a white tiger. That's really inspired shit.
Yeah. It's oh man, I wish this show was more popular than it is. Because I think there was a lot to really like here from like both like production, action, like acting. I think it's all like really, really solid stuff. But just the fact that, ironically, because it's not toy focused, I think it just ended up hurting the show. And
which is all people wish for. Like, you hear Ultraman fans be like, "Oh my god, another Ultra show that would be the card game or whatever, or something like that." I'm sure.
Yeah, that's why Ultraman fans were glad when they finally moved away from that. But now Ultraman toys don't really sell that much now.
It's a hard thing to balance. It's a hard balance to strike.
Right.
Meanwhile, Kamen Rider is doing whatever the hell it's doing.
Kamen Rider will be like, we'll have more toys or less toys, and we'll about sell the same. Like, I don't know what magic they've got going on with Kamen Rider now in the Reiwa era, where there hasn't been any big dips, despite them being like kind of like fucking freeballing their toy line, where either it'll be oversaturated,
wasn't Gotchard, like super successful.
I guess
it was just cards.
I guess so. I guess it kept
Gochizo
even.
Did good too from Gabu.
Yeah, Gabu
the Gochizo were like super big.
Yeah,
it's like there's kind of. I have like 6 of them around my house in random places. So I can't like. I'm like, oh
man, you're living that show right now, aren't you? No, but like, it's so weird with Kamen Rider because in Heisei they had to like actually think about what they were doing in the toy line, but nowadays it feels like they can just do whatever and it'll still sell about the same. It's so odd. I don't know how they got it going on.
I don't know what it is, but like I still it's frustrating because it can just end like it can just end up like hurting a show in the long run.
Absolutely.
And like I still think that Toei just went about the wrong way of merchandising toys for Gekiranger. You shouldn't have been trying to sell like transformation gimmicks. You should have been selling action figures for this kung fu show. Like,
I mean, I agree with all this toy line discussion. I feel like it's partly that, and also like they weren't really trying to use the toys a lot. Like, tell me on one hand how many times they use their weapons in the second half of the show, other than Ken.
They used the Geki sabers a couple times,
but
just
that was
it's a sword.
Yeah.
They wanted more swords. Yeah,
exactly.
And he's main guy.
And of course, like once
they bring the Geki bazooka back.
They love the bazooka, but I mean, once they got their little like Kageki claws, you didn't see those other weapons again.
Remember the fan
or like the tonfas.
I still think those.
Yeah.
The final fight, they brought back a lot of the gimmicks. It was fun, but it definitely felt like a party. It was like, oh, we're bringing out all the old toys back.
I mean, that's kind of how it is with Toku. For the last fight, they're like, we're going to use our base forms. We're going to be creative with the forms and weapons. We're going to just culminate everything in one thing, which usually turns out pretty well, I'd say. Usually.
Yeah, I would think so.
I think it worked really well here because I just love this. Let me just talk about like the whole I don't know, say formula, trope, setup. Just the whole thing they've got going on with the last stretch with like, say, Go learning a technique, like trying to reverse the flow of a waterfall, which is like something straight out of Saint Seiya or like many other like wuxia type stories. And he has to learn this technique so he can upgrade and like, okay, he fights his supposed rival who doesn't see him as a rival from back then. He only saw him as a friend. And they fight, and Go still loses even with his new. Oh my god, that reminds me, we forgot. You know that like that one guy, that one minion who they like totally just kept in the background from like the early start of the Mythic Beasts, and they brought him back just for this. Is like, hey, you don't forget about me. And Go's like, I will kill you in 3 seconds, right next to Leo. That was actually like top tier shit. I'm not gonna lie.
That was good shit. Once again, Go, I feel bad. It almost feels like they had the scripts in production like super earlier, or like they had the plan and then they had like, well, we have an extra 3 minutes. We can get some Go stuff in there. You know what I mean?
No, but Go, the thing with Go is like, he has to have this stuff for his character arc. So like he had the early, he had the initial stuff and he has the end stuff. They didn't know what the fuck to do in the middle, but they figured that stuff out, it feels like.
Right. Yeah,
and then going versus Leo, where Leo was like, you already showed me your special move by killing that jobber. Now I can deal with it. And it's like, oh, this really is Shonen Jump.
Never gonna use it again. They made a whole VFX graphic and everything for that.
I just I really liked I don't know. I just thought the Go performance. I mean, part of me, my theory on why he's like, Go popped off more than we expected is he's like the other character in the last major shot of the show before the credits roll. Besides like the little posting or whatever, where they're both saying goodbye to each other. It felt like our two most beloved characters, John and
Go,
going off into the distance. But he just really, I mean, I loved all the Senpai Kohai stuff where it was like, he felt like they were peers, but there's also, he was like, well, yeah, he was my senpai, but and
there's also like that feeling of like Leo only had eyes for Dan, even though Go saw Leo as a rival. Leo didn't see Go as a rival. And it was like that kind of stuff, which I really liked.
He just feels like he's doomed to be a minor character in the story, and it fills him with like,
I felt so bad as like, you're going to have to be the guy that loses before John gets there. I'm sorry, bud. Like you could see it from miles away. You could see it from miles away too. Poor guy.
Yeah,
he got the fucking Vegeta treatment.
I guess I should ask, how do we feel just about like the capital E ending, like where they leave off? I'm just curious.
I think it was solid. Again, like I like the whole thing with Long being immortal, whereas like, we keep doing our best moves against him, but it literally doesn't matter because he's immortal.
Right. I thought the ingenious, like, it was like using the enemy's technique
against the guy
earlier,
last guy.
Yeah. The Sphere of Torment or whatever it was called.
The Sphere of Torment,
it was really
now
clever.
even a little golden little ball, much smaller ball from that big boulder they had for all the sages packed together into a clown car, but I'm
a big fan of Long being genuinely scared of it because it's just darkness. He's going to be bored forever now.
Yeah. He's fucked. Go fuck yourself. You can't be doing eyes and shit anymore now.
No, for sure. I was talking to Hunter, and I don't know if it's just because, I mean, listen, it could be the Boss Baby effect. Oh, this is a lot like Boss Baby. But I just, the thing that I've come to realize that I really like about Sentai, and or maybe it's just the two endings I've experienced, but it did give me the same feeling I had with Dawn Brothers, where I'm like, I'm going to fucking miss these guys.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They're going off.
That's the thing they do with Super Sentai. Like, by the end, you're like, damn, I'll miss these guys, basically. Yeah.
Fuck, they're splitting up, but you'll know they'll meet again, and those adventures will be zany.
Yeah, wasn't it nice finishing a show where the main character doesn't die?
I get. Or listen, I love that Ryuki ending, but that's one almost is like the. Well, will we avoid the loop again? Well, hopefully. I think so. I think they imply that.
It's not even the only Kamen Rider show that does that.
Right. That's the thing with Kamen Rider Super Sentai. Like Super Sentai, you expect the team to be together or like maybe separate at the end, but still all alive. With Kamen Rider, it's kind of a coin flip on who lives, who dies, who gets a weird ambiguous ending. Super Sentai, like it's a very much, and the adventure continues, or like we put away our morphers, but maybe one day we'll get them back for if there's an enemy that comes back,
Yeah, it's like Ryder really likes focusing on like the tragedy of being a superhero.
Yeah.
Whereas like Super Sentai is like, well, you know what? We're still gonna do this and help out any way we can.
Yeah, it's a lot more
really
about like
solid people. And
yeah, it's about the virtues of teamwork and friendship and effort and, the Shonen Jump values.
We were a bunch of kooky characters, but look at us now. We're best as buds and the best team around. That situation.
Hustle, loyalty, and
respect, basically.
Yeah. I never. Well, by the way, final roll call of the show when they included Leo and Melee. Pretty.
That was so cool.
Yes.
Oh, that was so good.
That was good.
Agree.
There's some, like I said, I think in the group chat, and I might have said this already, the plot itself, a little thin, a little predictable, but like lots of great little
the execution, phenomenal, I feel.
Yeah. I like I said, part of the reason I started the show is like, I'm so terrible at starting and not finishing things. And maybe in the past life, I could see past Russ hitting kind of that awkward warbly part after the Beast Genesis Village and going, we'll get back to this, and then maybe probably never getting back to it. And I'm so glad I did. There's just so much good shit in this end.
I would have been slower to finish this show without this podcast. I can admit that. I would have been slower to finish it.
Same here.
But it paid off. It was good. It was good. I mean, that's literally what I have it. And that was my question of the week. Any favorite episodes, or if you want to go micro moments from the show, any favorite?
Okay.
45.
45
episode 45.
Immaculate episode.
Bangers.
Episode. That and 47 are my two favorites.
Pure solid like superhero work in those episodes. I think they're both fantastic.
I really like the Bay backstory. In funny little guy has actually dark tragedy. I'm always going to enjoy that.
Oh,
Bay, the little fly guy.
Our boy got a happy ending.
Yeah, he did. He can live independently of Melee for whatever reason. I remember they said something like, when they did that,
it was so funny.
Energy cancels out or something.
Yeah, there was a chi chemical reaction that freed him from her chi. Detangled him.
Whatever.
So now we could kill her without that character dying.
And it was funny when both of those characters died. He was like, "Okay, you might have noticed I wasn't commentating on that fight. It was because I was struck by the tragedy of the death of two individuals sacrificing themselves for each other." I was like, "Jesus, Bay, calm down."
Oh man.
I mean, same. Now's not the time, Bay, but I appreciate it.
Okay.
One thing. Oh, I'm sorry, Stix. You go ahead.
I know, Hunter, say it because I'm about to gush if you let me do it.
Oh, okay. This is just a small thing. I like the final new Zord attack that gets introduced of all the animals firing a giant rainbow-colored beam.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
As like a final attack, I think that's really cool. I like that they ended up using the. I don't know what their actual names are, but I'm just going to call them Zords. I'm sorry.
It's fine, man.
It's bad, sacrilegious, but leave me alone. You watch the show and tell me the name, buddy.
Yeah.
But I like that by the end of the show, they were using the robots untransformed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they were actually like doing more like little attacks with them. I thought that was a lot of fun. But that's like my last small thing. Stix, go ahead.
All right, let me gush. Okay, so again, with John and Leo, the whole thing with them where they just like they were on the waves and rocks. They're on those Toei ass waves and rocks. And they just kind of like do a stare down and just start yelling at each other, and actual real life explosions are surrounding them while they scream at each other, powering themselves up before they go at each other. I was like, woo! I was so pumped. I was like, this is it. This is the pinnacle. This is what I come here for this, you know? And just like they gave it their all, like the way they directed it were literally they're even just clashing explosions are happening around them. They just went so over the top, showing that these are two powerful guys coming head to head. And I think the way they handled Long in general was just really entertaining in the sense that, yeah, you just want him to like be surprised by something or something to not go with his plans. Which I think is which is always nice to have with a villain is just when you finally see them on the back foot, where you see them like you have to see them kind of cope or like whine or like, oh, whatever, this doesn't interrupt anything. I can always find another chosen one. Fuck you and all that. Love it.
Yeah, he doesn't. Isn't his line? He literally says like, the one flaw in my plan, the one thing I didn't see out, was the existence of you, John. I was like,
with like John heavy. Being awesome, I guess. Like, I guess he just thought he died in the water, that storm, like rain and river, whatever. Yeah, it's like the one idiot destroyed your like centuries long plan.
I would say the best John moments in the show really are him and just like Leo, like even the scene in the last couple episodes in the snow of like Leo, like, yeah, just an interesting locale. Just I could so imagine like an awkward van ride where they're wearing the goofy costumes and then standing in like the middle of nature.
Coats and like they take off the coats right before the cameras roll so they can keep their warmth just long enough for the scene. Okay.
And
fun thing about that
worked.
location.
I liked it.
Go ahead.
Oh no. You go ahead.
Okay, so that location, I could tell you 2 other shows that use that location. I'm sure there's more. These are the shows I've seen. Or Bokender, the show before this, which I haven't seen all of, but like early on they used this location, early 2006. So that was nice. Same look. It looked fucking amazing. Like seeing the Red Ranger suit in that snow. And then Kamen Rider Blade 2004, they have some scenes in there early on in the show that are very memorable.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, this is a location that they just don't use anymore. Snowy Mountain, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And also I just really like that scene, like Russ is saying. I'm sorry to interrupt you again.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. The whole thing with Leo is that, what the fuck's the point of anything if my whole life was manipulated by this guy? And then John does something which I just thought was great, which is like something stupid but it's profound. He just punches him. He just punches Leo, and Leo just gets mad at him. It's like, see? You getting mad at me punching you? That wasn't long doing that. That was you. That was your own soul.
So cool.
That was so good. That was so, I was like, it's stupid what works, which I love. Anyway.
No, I 100% agree. All I was going to say, the only other location I thought was a total mystery, and you might know something about it, but probably not. What was that like weird concrete fighting arena in the fist trial? Yeah, the trial of fists.
Oh, that okay. That again. Another location they use a bunch throughout Tokusatsu.
Yeah, I think I recognized it actually.
That was in Build.
Yes, I was just thinking that.
Yeah, yes. that was in Forze. That was in Build. That was in Wizard. It's been in a bunch of Toku shows. They love that. They love that location for like important scenes, like plot important scenes. They love that location.
Right. I just had that feeling where I was like, Ryuki was so urban, and it was kind of about like post 9/11 anxiety. Whereas this show is very out in the woods, nature, natural.
Yeah, this is actually
I was like, oh man.
This is the normal for Tokusatsu, where they use quarries, they use forests, they use warehouses, they use the whole animal. Whereas, of course, this one's more like leaning towards the rural versus urban, of course, but you know.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
I was kind of wondering, like, I should know some of these places.
These are places that you see in Tokusatsu for sure. Like, but some of these are because of the kind of agreement they had with Power Rangers back then, where they were shooting some Power Rangers in New Zealand. I wasn't able to recognize which ones were New Zealand or Japan because some of those Japanese quarries look pretty nice. They were able to use some New Zealand shots. I don't know where. I can't remember when they did what they did. So, yeah.
Yeah, I remember there being like a credits list for like the whatever New Zealand production company.
Yeah, New Zealand unit, the New Zealand filming unit. Yeah.
You know what? Weird, kind of on topic but off topic question. I've noticed a lot of Tokusatsu stuff whenever they want to actually use like stuff that's not in Japan, but they don't want to go like American. They typically go to New Zealand or Australia for like production stuff. Mm-hmm. I know Subaraya's done it like a number of times.
Yeah.
Is that just like a convenience thing, like geographically? Do you think? I like guess. It's just easier to travel back and forth?
I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's something they've used in the past. I don't know. I wouldn't know, unfortunately, this part. Because, man, I'm trying to think about it. Because, again, with Toei, it's because of back in the 2000s, they were able to use New Zealand because Power Rangers also filming in New Zealand, some of it, their action scenes. Australia, though, I don't know why Ultraman did Australia for one of their English shows that didn't actually release in America for some reason.
Hey, it will be.
Yeah. We're getting it.
$50. It's two shows. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I knew. But I'm never going to say no to nature location shooting. I will never say no to that in Tokusatsu, even if it's a fucking quarry.
It always looks really nice.
It always looks. It always just like upscales it. Really.
I wish there were more. Because I've noticed whenever they do like they do a filming like action thing in like the forest. Have you noticed a lot of the times they're doing it at like fall? Or like winter, so like there were like dead leaves all over the ground.
Yeah, I mean,
I kind of wish we had more scenes like that where it's a little more lush looking.
I get you.
Because I feel like it would look nicer.
I get you.
But I know that's probably like a scheduling kind of thing. Because
it is.
Who freaking knows how far in advance they shoot a lot of these shows? Like, my God.
I mean, back then it was like 3 to 4 months and the filming schedule would be very tight is what it was back then. So, I mean, and then with Toei now it's like really in advance, and same with Super Raya, really in advance with their shows. So, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I know that they have their staple locations, especially nowadays. And then if they stray from that, because like again, I could talk about this any other day, but with what would happen with Kamen Rider Hibiki, where they try to shoot mostly outdoors, especially for action, and like in locations that aren't usually used. Yeah, that really raised the budget, and that got the budget slashed. So there's a reason why they don't do that.
It's shame, but like I get it.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
But I appreciate what we get when it happens. A nice little rare. Ooh, that's nice. Or ooh, they're utilizing this old location, but like in a nice way, you know?
Yeah.
Right. A lot to appreciate in Gekiranger. A very fun show, and never get accused us of being Sentai haters or like biased, because we went into. Not one of the I well liked, but not the one of the hyper beloved. And I think we walked away being like, "Damn, that was pretty fucking good."
Yeah, that was
a fun time too, right?
I think.
I think
it was my fault.
I know. I said at one point I saw a GIF, which I think Hunter even reposted on Blue Sky recently, of Jen going up and down with the rag, and I said that was funny. And I Googled it, and I said, "Oh, it's martial arts. I like martial arts." And then Stix said, "Oh, that's Gekiranger, the martial arts show. We should watch that." And I said, "Okay."
I remember someone in our comments section on YouTube was also suggesting it too.
I just remember I think it was among 3 of them. I don't know.
Yeah, Shinkenger was the one that we got like 3 or 4 of, which we'll get to that one. Don't worry, we'll get to that in the future.
That one eventually.
Yeah,
I'm down for more Sentai soon. I mean, we're gonna do our cycle again,
because this has been like this was always like a shameful blind spot for me when it comes to Tokusatsu stuff.
And like I said, I went through this show. I felt like I went on a journey with these guys, and when fucking John walked into the sunset, I was like, damn. Catch you later,
wild boy.
John. I hope.
Yeah.
See you, wild cowboy. I'm trying to combine that.
It was nice seeing that it stuck the landing.
Yeah. Like, oh my god!
No,
again, that John and Leo team up fight against Long, that was fucking immaculate. They were like just
awesome.
Doing combos on that guy. That was great.
Really good stuff. Really good stuff. Good old Juken Sentai Gekiranger.
For me,
so we just enjoyed a lot of bright colors. Sorry, I was moving on to the next topic. Is there anything you want to wrap up with?
I don't know. Just like, I'm glad to have watched my second full Super Sentai show, because Dawn Brothers was my first one I watched all the way. There's others I've watched some episodes of, but finally I got a second one down. Hopefully more to come.
This is my second too.
Yeah, hopefully more to come.
My second too.
What was your first?
Well,
Hunter? I'm sorry.
You're
The first one I ever finished was Boom Boomger.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Like fully, yeah.
I'm just trying to find a funny transition to what we're watching next.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead, Russ.
I was going to say that.
Oh, sorry. I had one. I'm sorry.
well, let's just all do our own separate ones, and then I'll edit it down to which is the best.
Okay. Well, the Gekirangers, as we all know, have really explosive fists, and a lot of really big fights, and a lot of buildings get knocked down. And you know who else is really explosive and knocks buildings down? That's right, people. We're bringing him in. It's time for the big man to get his dues. We're watching a Godzilla movie, but not just any Godzilla film.
Woo.
No. One of, I want to say, 5 different reimaginings of this big-ass lizard. We will be watching next time, as our buffer between shows. We will be watching Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All-Out Attack.
Okay.
Or as some others might call it.
I got another one.
GMK.
I was going to say, we just saw the triangle of the Gekirangers. What about the triangle of Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah? Can these unlikely friends have this fun-filled adventure with each other?
No.
Who's to say?
Also, with King Ghidorah, you'll be seeing a proper golden multi-headed dragon kaiju, not that fraud long. No, this is a legit dude. Like, he shoots lightning too, and is much cooler.
Yeah.
So we're finally doing it. We're going to the king, the god.
The granddaddy.
Big man, not the original, though.
Not the original, though.
Yeah,
Too
so
easy.
we watched. This is by the Gamera guy. I don't know.
Yes,
if you want
it's by the 90s Gamera guy,
movies too.
Shusuke Kaneko.
I mean, I actually do. I actually do need to watch those. I've never seen a Gamera movie.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
I watched the first one and half of the second one. They're very stock, but they're handcrafted. You cannot deny that this man sat down and he was working his ass off to make the apartment of some miniature building have like a desk with individual books on it or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot deny this man. This is his transition from Gamera over to Godzilla. I don't know what happened to that relationship. Maybe we'll go more into that in the history section. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a movie I've always meant to watch. I heard it's very different. It's very interesting. It's a little more like spiritual than sci-fi. This is all stuff I know secondhand. So I've always wanted to watch this movie. I don't know.
Yep, same. Heisei era Godzilla is a bit of a blind spot for me because I've seen I've seen pretty much every Showa era film. I own every Showa era film, and I've watched a lot of Heisei, but I haven't watched the Heisei Godzilla movies that are like the big ones, right? Like I've never seen Destoroyah, I've never seen Space Godzilla. Which is shameful, and I've never seen GMK. And I know what Godzilla's deal is in GMK, but I'm not going to say it on this podcast. I am very excited because I love the Big G, man. I love the guy. I really do.
Mm-hmm. No, I enjoy Godzilla. Heisei era, I really do like, because I feel like Toho was sitting there like, okay, everything on TV is bright colors and... you're rounding out the end of Ultraman until Tiga brings it back, and then what else? The Sentai's going all out. I must have Power Rangers. I was getting yelled at. Godzilla, we're gonna go dark. It's freaking twisted, and I just watched Biollante, that Criterion release again recently, and it's all like dark sci-fi. It's an interesting period. I really enjoy all that stuff. But I said, this one's a little bit more spiritual.
Yeah, this is when they go in like a lot more like horror directions with Godzilla.
Yeah,
and I think it's a lot of fun.
Plus,
it has Mothra.
Oh yeah,
Mothra is always good.
Mothra is actually for real my favorite kaiju of all time.
Wow, interesting.
So I'm very excited.
I think I'm a guy.
I could talk more about my Godzilla history next time.
Yes. Well, everyone. The last time I could do this, how sad. There is training and oh, wait. I am so bad. I'm jumping away. Do you have any plugs? Do you guys have any plugs? And then I'll do the sign off.
Oh, shit. Yeah. So, yeah, I am still, despite everything, I am still Spider Slash on YouTube. I am still Spider Slash _ on Letterboxd. I did put out my Poker Night video, and it did very, very well, and I'm very happy with it. I think I know what my April video is going to be, but I won't dare share it on this program, lest I not make it and be made a fool of by my own doing.
Good idea.
Oh yeah, a Spider Slash on Blue Sky Twitter can die.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Okay. My plug. I am RBPS Stix on Blue Sky, and I'm occasionally on Twitter as Beer Stix. I'd rather post on Blue Sky though. Beer Stix is just for like the accounts that are still on there Twitter. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, I guess I'm also RBPS on Letterboxd. I'm just a lurker most of the time these days. That's about it. Here you go, Russ.
Yeah. I got Hotcast Speed Delivery as my other podcast. I sound like I even tweeted today. I feel like I do too much stuff now, and it makes me sound like I'm desperate for attention when it's really everything is just so I can force myself to finish a Toku podcast or to talk to my friend Alan. Or in this case, I'm trying to hit affiliate on Twitch. I have twitch.tv/FKSocks on Tuesdays. I always stream with my friend Scott. I've also started a venture where I stream on Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. in a little show called Clam in the AM, where I do some like last stream we read through a bunch of we did Goofy Voices and read through a bunch of Ken Pender's Knuckles comics.
So
before that, I played some.
I'm so mad I had to miss that.
I should download that and put that somewhere. Some of the voice
my
work is not my best
when
work.
that happens.
Yeah, no worries. And then I think the next stream I'm going to do, which this will probably be out around the same time, we're going to watch some of the Kolaski Chupo, Ronald McDonald cartoons on Twitch, and hopefully I don't get banned. We're running it. We're running it Hamburglar style, under the table. Anyway. But
I was on one of those streams.
Yeah, we had my friends have a weekly Friend Slot Friday, and they didn't do it. And I went like, well, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to invite my friend Hunter, and then I'm going to make him feel bad about his feelings and life decisions.
I'd love to join you guys.
We did talk a lot of Fash Tanya,
but I'd love to join you guys, but the weekend's always a busy time for me. One weekend I'll be able to join y'all, but y'all can have fun with that.
No, it's all good. It's good, and you're always invited. Hey, if you're up at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11:30 p.m. or a.m. 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you're always invited. Anyway,
right, thank you.
So now I can officially close out. Everyone, thank you for coming in. And remember, there is training in yapping.
Wacky wacky!